Hello to the nation. Dr. PlayStation Nation here, talking to you guys over Domination on Downturn. Hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay. It is a 20-2, guys. This is not one of my own. It is one from my friend Thomas, guys. I've used his gameplays in the past. I think I've used 2 of them on this channel. But I had this on my hard drive, and it was like, you know what? I promised him a while ago I'd use it, so I'm going to use it right here, guys. Usually I don't use other people's gameplay, but he's one of my close friends, and I promised him way like months ago, guys, so I'm using it here because I'm not talking about the gameplay today. Instead, I'm talking about something that I didn't think I was going to talk about, guys. So basically I went it's 1:30 in the morning right now. I just got back from the 10:30 showing of Hunger Games, guys, and I wasn't originally going to do a commentary on this. Originally I was thinking, you know what, nobody really wants to hear about this, but during the movie I was like, you know what, I have to do a commentary on this. I am so opinionated, I cannot not share my opinions. So here I am, guys, talking to you guys about Hunger Games. For those of you who don't know, Hunger Games is an extremely good novel. It is a trilogy, and I personally really enjoy it. I'm on the 2nd book right now. There are other problems with it, like I kind of don't like the fact that it's all based around a romance, but the whole dystopian society and whatnot, I find that extremely entertaining. I like those kind of books. I like 1984. I liked The Giver, like, you know, I like those kind of books. So I really thought I was going to enjoy this series, and I currently do. So I'm gonna give you kind of guys some sort of backstory here. Originally I wasn't gonna do this commentary, but I'm so opinionated, I just need to. So here I go. Basically about early March, I finished Hunger Games, the 1st book, and I'm currently on the 2nd one. I really haven't been reading too much, but I knew I wanted to go see this movie. I wanted to go see it, because I've never really got Harry Pottered, if you will. I never have read a book and then went to go see that movie, and really been in love with the movie as much as this one here. I did read Twilight, but by no means did I want to go see Twilight when the movie came out. But Hunger Games, it was something different. I really wanted to go see Hunger Games, so I went and saw it on the opening day, I guess. This is not Friday night, but it is Saturday night, so I guess I saw it the day after release. And there is some opinions I have on it. There's some things that I really want to share with you guys, and I'll kind of preface it with this. There's 3 groups of people right now. The people who just want to go see the movie, don't like reading. For those people, please come back to this back to this video after you have seen the movie. This way I can tell you about all the amazing stuff that you guys missed because you were too lazy to read the book. 2nd group of people, the people who have not read the book yet and would like to go see the movie. If you guys have not read the book yet, please read the book before you go watch the movie. There's a lot of narratives and stuff like that that you need to hear before you go see that movie, and if you don't, it's going to kind of ruin the experience for you. So please read the book, come back here and watch this video either before or after you have before or after you have watched the movie. Maybe both times, so that you guys can kind of see my opinions before you go see the movie, and then come back and then kind of share your opinions and kind of debate with me a little, maybe. And then there's the 3rd group of people, which are the people who have read the book so far and are watching this movie. Feel free to watch this, guys. You already know the story, so there won't be any spoilers. And then share some opinions with me, go watch the movie, and come back and see how it is. So anyway, now let's kind of get started with this when we're 4 minutes into the gameplay. So basically, this movie, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of an interpretation. You guys have to realize that with every movie that comes from a book, there's going to have to be kind of considerations made for the sake of time, guys. It takes hours upon hours upon hours to read these novels, and they have to cram all that into 2.5 hours of movie. And I know they say a picture means 1,000 words, and there's 30 pictures every second in a movie. It doesn't work that well. So in this movie, it really showed that they tried, but there was a few mistakes, and that's what I'm going to be talking about here. So there's some parts where honestly they couldn't have fit any more in. There's like for those of you who have read the book, the cave scene, guys, the cave scene where Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark, they're in the cave and they're sharing like their stories and stuff like that. They completely cut out the entire part where Haymitch sends them their meal, like the nice food and everything like that. They completely cut that part out. Instead, they replace it with a 15-second conversation where Peeta explains how he met Katniss. That's what they replace it with, and then she kisses him on the cheek. Really, that's no substitute. That was really bad in my personal opinion, and they should have invested more time into that. And then there's other parts like which I'm really happy about, with the part with Rue. When Rue dies, sadly her death was not as kind of gruesome as I imagined it to be. When I saw it, like, I was imagining like a spear straight through her body and her like on the ground. No, this spear hit her. It's like the weakest spear ever, and she just like pulls it right out and is just standing there like, what the fuck, and then like passes out. And for me, like, that just didn't really do it. Like, the visuals, I guess it was good, and she did the whole put the flowers on the body stuff, and I guess that was okay. But anyway, and then there was two other parts that I'm going to address here before I move on to actors, just for the my time constraints. The first part, which I'm extremely angry about, guys, I really hate this. This is probably my most hated part in the movie, so if you guys don't mind this, feel free to go spend your $12 in this movie. The Mockingjay pin. So in the book, the Mockingjay pin was given to Katniss by the mayor's daughter. The mayor's daughter had a golden Mockingjay pin and gave it to her for her one item in the games. In the movie, though, what happens is, for some reason, in the black market, an old lady gives a golden Mockingjay pin to Katniss, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, you're in District 12, a very poor district. Why would somebody be giving away a gold pin? I didn't understand that. And then from there, she gives it to Prim to keep her safe for the reaping. This was just prior to the reaping, to keep her safe for the reaping. And then she gets picked, and then Prim gives it back to her to keep her safe, which doesn't make sense, because you'd think that after Prim was picked for the reaping, that would be a symbol of unluckiness, I guess. So it doesn't really make sense in that context, but that was one thing I was really mad about. And the second thing, not too big, but they cut out the whole white room scene, which really kind of tells the audience how advanced this culture actually is and how much they actually are in control of you. They kept her in this white room for a week or something like that. And yeah, so that kind of, they cut that out, and I didn't really like that. But other than that, those were the really only differences from the book. As far as acting and all that stuff goes, you're never going to be able to please everybody when you're doing a remake of a book into a movie. Me personally, a lot of the characters I imagined differently. I imagined Peeta as kind of some like huge buff guy, like big, kind of like what Gale was in the movie, and I imagined Gale as kind of a Peeta sort of guy, because when you thought of Peeta, like, he was supposed to be strong from eating all bread and stuff like that, but he was like 6 inches shorter than Katniss, so I think that was kind of wrong there. Like, he wasn't that big at all, and he wasn't really a threat at all, which he should have been somewhat a threat, and kind of been scary, and he never really was. So kind of progressing from there, I think lots of the other characters were well thought through. Again, some of my visualizations were different, but you guys will have different results on that. The strangest example of this was probably Woody Harrelson, guys. Woody Harrelson came in as the part of Haymitch, which was supposed to be a drunk, elderly kind of person-ish sort of thing, person who had won the games in the past. And it really didn't fit for me. Like, the person that I was imagining was a guy with a big scraggly beard, long hair, a huge drunk, older, not well aged. Like, that's the kind of whole image that they were giving you, and it really didn't fit, so I thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, that's, again, personal preference. But finally, I will talk about this one thing. So I do highly suggest you guys read the book, because the most important part about this thing is the narrative, guys. There's pauses in the movie where really, just by reading the book, just the fact that I read the book, I know what the author intended during that pause, when kind of everybody goes quiet and you're thinking, I know exactly what Katniss is thinking at this point. That really helped me out, and I highly suggest reading the book. Anyway, as I go 20-2 here with 3 assists, or Thomas does. Anyway, guys, I'll do my whole link spiel thing. Twitter in the description, guys. I'll update you guys when I upload videos, as well as sub-sessions and whatnot and stuff like that. Guys, remember to join the nation, subscribe if you already haven't, and like the video if you guys like this content. Comment below, guys, if you have seen this movie, or if you have read the book and don't want to see the movie. I can completely understand why you would want to do that. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.